9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's good, guys? Your boy Nuisance back at it again with another video. And today, guys, I'm gonna talk to you about putting yourself first. Listen, guys, like, you gotta put yourself first. You know why? Because nobody else is gonna put yourself first. Nobody else is gonna think about you first. Nobody else is gonna think about how you feeling in the moment and what you're going through. You know, sometimes I think we place our feelings into other people and how other people act. And basically, if we have a significant other or if we have somebody in our life that we really care about, we really, you know, kind of tend to put our feelings into them. And then when we notice that they don't really give those interpretations back, and when they don't give that same feedback and they don't reciprocate the same way that we do, then we start to shrivel up and become lesser of ourselves. Listen, I was victim of this shit too. I ain't gonna hold you. I had a couple instances where this happened, right? Then I had to come to the realization, like, look, they can't come to my rescue. You know, they're not gonna care about me how I care about me. I know what makes me happy. Shit, I even wrote it down in the journal. If I have my journal right now on me in hand, I'll give it to you. I'll show it to you. But I say all that to say that they don't know what makes you happy. They don't know the type of person you really are inside your head. And they don't really know how to navigate your brain the way you do and know what sparks your interest like that, you know? They don't know you like you know you. And at the end of the day, you're responsible for your own happiness. When you place your happiness into other people, people tend to play with it. You know why? Because it's human nature. You know what I'm saying? Once you own something, you kind of take it for granted, you know? Same thing, once they feel like they own you emotionally, they kind of take you for granted. Or they own you physically, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They take you for granted. You know why? Because you're no longer a prize. You're no longer something that they see as value as they once was. When they first saw you, they saw you as great value, right? Now that they own you, quote unquote, right? They don't see you as that same value anymore. Your value starts to decrease the longer they have you in their possession, you know? And that's why sometimes things go stick. But at the end of the day, that should not deter you from being who you are. And that should not deter you from being great and chasing your purpose. At the end of the day, you need to chase your purpose, because your purpose is the only thing that's going to give you that feedback back. When you think about how much effort you put into a situation, maybe even a relationship, right? You put in all this effort for what? For it to go stale, for it to digress, for it to decrease, you know, and for it to just wither away, right? That same energy you could have been put into your purpose, put into your mission, put into reading these books. Right now, I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? And that energy that I was using to play video games before, right? And I was spending hours upon hours. I didn't gain nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't gain anything from it. You know, once I started to switch my motive and switch my mindset and started using that energy and that time to read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that's when I started to get something from it. It's the same thing I'm gonna equivalent with relationships, right? A lot of times you spend a lot of energy, you spend a lot of time in these situations or relationships, and you realize, wait, I spent more time on that than I did on my purpose. You know why? Because you gotta focus on yourself. You gotta take time to really focus and be like, you know what? I may love her, you know, I may actually have really strong feelings for her or whatever, but I have to make sure that I come first. My mission comes first. And that's the thing. Like, when you put your mission aside for people and stuff like that, it's always a bad thing, because now you're seen as less valuable. You gotta remember, what attracted them to you in the first place is probably because you were on your purpose. Probably because you had your shit together, and because you had your shit together, you weren't as needy and as vulnerable, right? So it's a circle of life, man. When you fall off track in one area, you tend to fall off track in another area. You know, it's just like, that's how we work. That's how human beings work. So when you fall off track on your purpose, of course you're gonna fall off track in your relationship, and you're gonna fall off track in your finances. It's a downward spiral, you know? But it all starts with you. And at the end of the day, you have to make sure you're good. You have to invest in yourself. You You know, you have to do without sometimes. Just really focus on you and what you got to do as a person to make sure you elevate and get to that next level. It's your boy Nuisance. If you guys love this video, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll be back with another one. Peace.